Welcome to the Me Middleton Show, a place to encourage neo-spiritualists to laugh, love, and learn, while we virtually walk through topics of the spiritual, magical, natural, and occultic worlds. I am your host, Evina. You have now entered the Me Middleton Show. Welcome to the Me Middleton Show. And for this episode, it is all about manifestation. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not be able to talk about manifestation in such a way without this beautiful witch that we have here today. She is a blood-born witch, spirit reader, and seer. She is the high priestess of her coven called Secrets of Conjure Coven. She has a background in Christianity, Hoodoo, and New Orleans Voodoo. And she has given readings for free most of her life and decided to do readings, spells, and root work professionally to help people, assisting people for almost 20 years. And she is a student and a teacher of the occult and has a successful YouTube channel. And you can visit her online metaphysical store and would never be disappointed, I promise you, at spiritualsuppliesandcandles.shopify.com. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome High Priestess Kathie. Greetings, sis. How are you?
I am awesome. I can't complain. Life is beautiful, and I'm so glad to connect with you again. And I'm looking at your growth, and I am so impressed and awed by you.
I appreciate that. Thank you, sis. I got to tell you, that really, truly means a lot coming from you. Ladies and gentlemen, I met this young lady through a very special, there's various groups throughout Facebook. Lord have mercy. There are so many different magical, metaphysical, occult, holistic groups on Facebook. And it was a very special Facebook group in which I met this young lady, and we just connected so well. And we've been friends, kicking it, helping each other, supporting each other ever since. She is a fantastic reader, and I know for a fact that she is because she gave me a reading one day. And I want to share that specifically. I was doing security at a courthouse, and I was and I shared this particular story a little bit in one of my podcasts about I wanted to seek promotion. I wanted to up my game in my job, which that was a mistake from the beginning. And I gave the story about how I utilized Oshun and how everything got flooded. I said, something wrong. So I went to High Priestess Kathie, and in short, in that reading, she pretty much said, give it up. They ain't trying to holler at you like that. So she saved me a bit of headache. I wish I went to her before I did the Oshun ritual. That way I wouldn't have flooded out. My water pump in my car went out. The water pump in my husband's truck went out. My house flooded, and my job flooded. Oshun wasn't playing. Well, tonight we're going to speak about manifestation. And High Priestess Kathie, I know you are a high-level practitioner of magic, being a witch. Before we go into manifestation, tell us a little bit more about yourself. Tell us about the Secrets of Conjure.
Yes, no problems. Yes, well, I have been running this coven for, I believe it's been over 5 years now, and I started the online coven through Facebook, and I had heard, before I started the coven, I had heard about other people doing online covens now, with the way the new age is and the way people meet and everything like that. And I was also inspired by another witch on YouTube named, they call her Spirit Tree. So when I first what happened is that when I first got on Facebook, I had connected with Spirit Tree, and she was already running different groups, and she had a conjure group that she wanted to run, and she had asked some of us if we were interested in it. And so I, along with a couple of other girls, had said we were interested in doing it. So she said, okay, well, she would get back to us and let us know. So she had chose me to help her run the different groups on Facebook. And what happened was that we got so many different people wanting to come in and learn about magic, and also people who were already into conjure and things like that and hoodoo. It was a great place for us to connect. And so with that, I ran that group and basically talked a lot about African American history, our African ancestry. I talked a lot about, conjure and hoodoo and working with the Bible and things like that. And so I was with her for a little while. Then after a while, things changed. And so I decided, you know what? I think it's just time for me to go ahead and start my own coven. And that is how the Secrets of Conjure Coven actually started. And some of the people that who are still with me in my coven, a couple of them I have met face to face, and the other people has been through like social media. And so basically what we all do is that we still connect with each other. We check on each other. If there's anything that we need done, like work or whatever, we all get together and do that to help each other. And so that's kind of how that started. And then with that, I was also doing readings in the group because, like I said, I had been doing it all my life for free. And then my friend told me, she's like, you know what, you need to go ahead and, just start getting paid from what you do because you're good at it. And so I started charging for readings, and that is just how that all, came about. Awesome. That is how it all born. That's how it all manifested.
Awesome. I love your story. In your story, I hear a lot of manifesting happening. How everything was just attracted to you. So, which will lead me into my first question. As I'm talking to you, I'm going to act like I am a complete baby. I know absolutely not a now, I know nothing. Okay. So what is manifestation? What does that mean to you? What is manifestation? What is that?
Well, I know that there's a definition for it, but manifestation to me kind of means two things. First, to me, it means creating something out a little of what you have to make something greater. And also I look at manifestation as having nothing, turning something out of nothing, which is kind of what happened to me. I know Spirit was with me the whole time during this time when I was manifesting things, because there's no possible way that I just by myself could just know stuff like that. I know that there's Spirit. I know that there's something bigger, there's something greater that is allowing me to see these things in people. And so that is what I call manifestation. That is manifestation to me.
In manifesting, is it similar or different to you from law of attraction?
I think that it's almost like it's an entity within itself. Even though it's two different things, it's pretty much kind of like the same thing. It is, well, with the law of attraction, you're basically giving out more. What you give out is what you're getting with the law of attraction. That's what I feel with the law of attraction. What you do, you're attracting that. So with manifestation, it to me is kind of like the same. It's like what you do, you're attracting that.
Right. Mm-hmm. So how do you manifest what you want? I mean, because in your story, as I listened to your story, and you were saying how things were just happening for you, and you kind of was like in the right place at the right time. So did you initially like ask for that, or it just kind of like fell in your lap and you're like, oh, okay, let me take advantage of that? How did that work for you? Or are there other stories that you can illustrate how we manifest, or how you manifested what you want?
Well, following through with things, that's how I've been blessed, with trying to follow through with things. So even like with me doing this podcast with you, Spirit put me on that I need to do this, not just for me, but it's for you too, because you're going to manifest something out of it, and I'm going to manifest something out of it too. So that's the way I look at things. When you're manifesting something, you're trying to get something to, you have to make sure that you are giving. Just like with my altar, I know my stuff will slow down, or my money will slow down too if I'm not feeding my altar or giving thanks to my ancestors. I notice the difference. I know the difference in me, even mentally, and how I think, So with that's very important with manifesting things, is to also be giving and understanding that it's not all about us either. It's just like with charity. It's like, when you do things, when you give to people, you're going to get that blessing back. It's almost like a universal law, if that makes sense.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So with manifesting, I truly believe in my heart, the reason why I've manifested so many different things in my life, and I've been able, and people have seen that, is because I give back. I want to make sure that I'm doing something. The whole secrets of conjure, the witchy look of the day. When I did that for those 5 years, okay, all those years, that was not just about me. That was about everybody else. So I knew, Spirit showed me, if you have these, and if these, these people, it's always going to be like this connection of manifestation or spiritual energy. So it's like, even from that, I know I'm still getting blessed from that. And I know that a lot of you all are probably still getting blessed from it too, where people will probably maybe they'll look at you, or, even like on social media, they may look and say, oh, what's that? Oh, let me contact this person. You know what I mean? Let me connect with this person. Who is this person? When you realize that it's not just all about, when we realize it's not just about us, the manifestations will come quicker.
I say, I'm a product of that. I was a part of the witchy look of the day, and I am very thankful and grateful for you even, nominating me to be, having the witchy look of the day. And I think I was a part of that for like a couple of years personally, and that definitely has helped me out. And just sitting back watching you and observing you, I've seen your growth. Girl, let me tell you, you slimmed down and lost so much weight. You're a beautiful thick. I like them plush pounds, baby. I like that. I like them thickums. But you done slimmed down, and you looking like Miss Top Model over there, And I mean, just the way you changed up and decided to, you want to attract certain things. In order for your world to change, you got to change, right? And I see that you knew that, and I saw the changes in you, and I'm just sitting back like, go ahead, sis, she's doing the thing, bruh. So I'm like just supporting you, and my husband too, by the way. I know my husband, Michael. He was sitting back, hey, go ahead, check Kathie out, baby. Well, look at her, So you got some support over here in ATL, and just seeing your growth. And I could tell you personally, I've gained clients because of your witchy look of the day. People I would have never met had it not been for that connection with people, see your people seeing the advertisement of me and what I do, and then they coming to me, how a lot of people come and be like, let me just check out and see if she legit, and then they walk away like, oh my God, wow.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, I appreciate that so much. I mean, that makes me feel so good right now. And, and we need to hear that from each other. We need to, encourage each other. And it's okay to compliment each other and stuff. Society has like, don't tell them that, don't damn that, but go to the head. But no, people, we need to hear that. It's okay.
Right. You know what I can't stand with, especially with females. I mean, men do it too. But with females, I don't know what happened, how this became the cultural norm to be like when a sister sees another female and be like, she thinks she all that. And it's like, you don't even know the person from Adam. I mean, you like what you see, right? That has nothing to do but with negative mindset or poverty mindset with that way. Honey, we don't vibrate that way. But that's why we always stay complimenting, not with just each other, but with other sister and brother witches out there and other practitioners and our clients as well, which they come to us for that upliftment along with the spiritual readings that they call or work or supplies that they come to us for. So as a fellow practitioner, thank you in helping and staying in that movement of uplifting, one another.
Yes.
So with manifesting, as I was saying in regards to you, as I sat back and watched you, how you became focused and disciplined and making sure that you attracted or that you manifested the things that you want. And also, as you spoke about, feeding your altar and taking care of your altar, because it's a saying, cleanliness is close to godliness. You have people who had the altar, they built it up one time, 5 years later, it still look the same way, sitting in the same spot, ain't been dusted off, cleared off, or nothing, and and then they wonder why they're not attracting things. But some of the chores that it takes, the discipline that it takes to manifest that what we want can be quite daunting for a lot of us. You know what I mean? Why is manifestation daunting, or how can we change that ideology of, manifestation, we got to do all this, you got to do all that just to, I just want $1 million, bruh. I'm trying to get out the hood. You know what I'm saying? How can I turn my life around, but I got to do all of this crap? It becomes so daunting. So you kind of like defeat yourself before you even begin. How do you change that mindset around?
Yes, well, first of all, it does take it takes work. You have to change the mindset. If you don't change the mindset, it's not just going to automatically fall into your lap. You have to think about it. How bad do you really want it? Because if you don't want it that bad, you're not going to put the energy in doing it. You're not going to put the time in to do it, the motivation, the money, whatever it is. You're just going to keep procrastinating, put it off. So you have to ask yourself, do I really want this? Do I really, really, really want this? You have to change the mindset, because if you don't change the mindset, you're not going to get the results that you need. It's just like with me. Like, I would not have lost all that weight that fast if I did not quit eating meat for a while. Now, I don't judge people because they eat meat and everything like that, because I was a meat eater too. And I don't want to be one of those type of people that judge, but I had to do it for my own health reasons, for me. And so I had to really think about it. Well, how bad do I want this? Do I want to be this size forever and not do all the things that I want to do? Or am I going to go ahead and sacrifice and put in the work to do it? And when I realized that there was no other way for me to do it, I had to think of it, and I had to tell myself this is going to be a 1 day at a time thing.
Right.
1 day at a time.
It's a lifestyle change, and it takes 1 day at a time. Absolutely.
Yeah. And the days that I did fall off, I forgave myself. I said, you know what? I'm not the only one that this happened to. I'm going to make sure I get back on track the next day. So the next day I did better because I didn't have all this big, huge expectation onto me. And so before I knew it, I didn't need meat in any of my recipes anymore because I fixed my recipes up where they taste just as good, if not better. So food was more enjoyable for me to eat, and it changed my body because I was not filling myself up as much as I was before. So I became happy with that. And then I started doing other things that I like, which was like dancing, because I had to get active. So I got into belly dancing, even if it was just for 30 minutes a day, I would listen to it, do it. Before you know it, I'd be dancing like for a whole hour. I'd be dancing like for a whole 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? So It became fun every day. I got up every day. I looked at myself in the mirror. I did my ritual. I put my makeup on. I got my shower and everything,
Yeah.
Put my makeup on. I said, even if I didn't go anywhere, I did it for me. And when I kept doing it every day, I look in the mirror myself, and I just started wanting to do stuff. And then people was telling me how good I was looking. And, oh, my God, just because I got up and I put on my makeup, did my little hair, my little wig on curl and all that. And I started loving me because I wanted to go everywhere. And then when the weight started coming off, all that, just because of that, I just wanted to go everywhere. And so here I am, still losing weight, still living my life and living in the best place I've ever lived before in my life. And I hope that whoever is listening to this, I hope that this helps you, because this is free. This is what I did, so I hope it helps you to manifest whatever you want to do as well.
I say. And I also appreciate from you, Kathie, that not only, you're just doing it for yourself, but the way you keep yourself accountable by broadcasting it. I've seen your videos. I've seen, I remember the belly dancing thing. You had the bell thingy waist things on, the belt thing, and you was ching, 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 ching. I'm like, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Go ahead, girl. Ew, go ahead, girl. I mean, I remember that was like, I really do remember when you was into the belly dancing. I hope you're still doing belly dancing, by the way.
Yes, I am.
Girl, yes. I'm so proud of you with that. And, you journaled your journey and shared something so personal, being very transparent. You didn't have to be transparent like that. You know what I'm saying? You could have just, looked one way one year and then all of a sudden, pow, here you go looking how you are today. And people are like, wow, what happened to her? It could have been just that dramatic, but because you were so open and being so transparent and just that helpful person, us diviners, that's just who we are. We want to help people. It's just in our blood. And it's just our way. That's how we're programmed. And we want to be able to be that helping hand, that motivation, that inspiration to help others get that in them to say, hey, if she could do it, I can too. And to even watch. I remember when you lived in Chicago.
Yes.
And now you're in Texas?
Yes, I'm in Dallas now.
And what? We're moving on up to the south side. And you in that penthouse up in the sky. I saw your place. I'm like, damn. I am so congratulations on your move. Congratulations on your place. And
Thank you.
just the success and the opulence that's been, you know, pouring and flowing your way, girl. You did that.
Sometimes I'm like, I can't even believe where I came from, you know. I'm like, wow. And it's just been an adventure along the way. I'm just so thankful and grateful, and to meet people like you too, even, and it's just beautiful. I watch how you changed too, you know, and how you've been crowned, and you know how you've been helping people spiritually, and I'm like, look, I love it. I love it.
Girl, I'm getting there slowly but surely. But hey, I want to be like you when I grow up. That's what I told Michael. I'm like, check this chick out. How she get that penthouse? What's she doing? I want to know her secrets. Let me get them secrets of conscience. What's she doing over yonder? You know, I'm kind of comical and Michael over there giggling and stuff. But we're just like, wow, jeez. And you should giving us a tour of your place. And I'm like, that shit hot though. Look at the beautiful scene. Oh, what a magnificent manifestation you created for yourself. And many more for you. I pray for many more to come your way that will just blow your freaking mind. That's my prayer for you. So, okay, so I have this question, right? And I remember being in this place, and I'm sure you was in this place once before too, like back in the old days, where, you know, to manifest something, you have to be of that vibratory frequency, right? You can't ask for $1 million, but you got this vibratory frequency of, you know, a broke person. You know what I'm saying? Or you can be broke. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z came from the hood and now he's a billionaire. You know what I mean? So it is, you can be in the hood, but your mindset and your heart is what we're talking about. When your energy vibrates on a particular level, then you're growing out of that situation into the situation you desire, right? So, but for those of us who want certain things, right, but we're not vibrating to that, and we're going around talking about, you know, using certain affirmations like, money comes to me easily and effortlessly, but we still live in check to check, right? Or I'm going to get this big house, or I'm going to get this promotion, and you've been on the bottom line. You know, you've been chanting this chant for 5 years, and you still on the bottom line, or you still stay in an apartment in the trap. You know, if you're not vibrating, when you want to manifest one thing, and you're not vibrating to that thing, but you're saying the contrary in your affirmations, is that considered lying?
You know what? You need to speak that into your existence, into your life.
Right.
If you want to call it a lie, let somebody call it a lie. But I'm not thinking of it as a lie. I'm thinking of it as a tool. I'm trying to use that tool to bring that into my existence, into my spirit, into my soul. So I'm speaking these things out. The words you speak have power. If you are speaking the words and you feel like you're lying, you're not going to manifest anything because you're worried about it being a lie. No, that's like a mantra. That's something you need to speak into yourself.
Ashe, that's right. You know, that's the thing when people are new to manifestation. They say the contrary of what they want. And then after saying it for a week, it's like, bruh, I'm lying. I'm not rich. Why am I saying I'm rich? You know, and then it going into that vibration helps build up the negative vibration they're in that they don't want to be in, and proving themselves wrong and keeping them in that undesirable place. You know what I mean? You've already defeated yourself before you even gave yourself a try. You only tried it for a week. You only tried it for a month.
Yeah. And that might be something that is not for that person. That person might need a different type of ritual or work with some other type of magic or something. Because with that type of thinking, that person is not going to manifest anything.
So could a person come to you and be like, help me change my mind? Help me stop that? Is there a ritual for that? I mean, I know better, but like I said, I'm gonna come to you like I'm dumb. So is there a ritual to help a person change their mind and or create a better lines of thought to create that in which they want? Is there a ritual for that?
There is a ritual for that. There's a ritual for everything, just like there's an app for everything.
Okay.
And I've talked about there's even rituals and spells, we know that you can write yourself. Mm-hmm. Okay? All you pretty much need is that point of contact, with that spirit or entity or however, whatever type of work you're doing. And, I've seen people write their own stuff and manifest great things,
Mm-hmm.
But, but with that type of thinking, if there's a lot of, like, I call it stinking thinking,
mm-hmm.
but
mm-hmm.
it kind of defeats the whole purpose of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, if you're not, it's like, it's not going to be taken seriously. You might as well just, go take your money and go play a scratch off or something.
And shit, that might not work too if you got that big of a stinking thinking, because that energy is thick, honey. That thing could get so thick that shit, you might walk into the store and end up walking in the middle of a robbery, and now you're a hostage. You were just trying to scratch off something. Because people, that's serious though. People can carry that kind of vibration in themselves that attract not manifesting what they want, but attract a bunch of ugly. Not just a little bit, but a bunch of ugly. That they need some heavy duty. They don't need a candle. They need a whole work. They need a chicken head cut off or something. They need a whole right. They need something big. They need a whole 3-day ceremony and shit. In one of my earlier episodes, I spoke about altars, right, and various types of altars. And one of the altars I think I mentioned is called the manifestation altar. Well, most of them are manifestation. Your manifesting love, manifesting money in your money altar, manifesting, whatever it is, clarity of mind, peace and love, manifesting thicker and broader and stronger communication with your ancestors. All kinds of different, altars out there. But, in one of my earlier episodes, keeping in line with a neo-spiritualist who's brand spanking new to the world of magic, spirituality, and the occult and naturopathy. They brand new, they 20-some years old, and they still living in their mama basement, their grandma house somewhere in the hood, trying to build an altar and do magic work in their holier-than-thou grandma house, right? So they might be in a situation to where they can't rise an altar or have an altar in their house, or even a portable altar where you can, break things down and put in your little box and hide it. They might not can have an altar. Is it necessary to have an altar to do manifestation work?
I believe it's not necessary. Of course, I side with that. I would recommend that. But not everyone is, at that level where they're ready for an altar yet. And then that's like, with most beginners, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I would recommend that, they can do like, especially like hoodoo, money magic, different things like that. Mm-hmm. But I don't feel like an altar is going to put that final say in whether or not you get something, that you get, manifest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. You're saying, no, it's not necessarily have an altar to manifest what it is that you want. There's so many other different ways of having, to manifest that and what you want, which leads me into my next question. What other, and you was answering it actually, when you were saying like hoodoo and voodoo techniques. My question was, well, are there other different manifestation techniques? And you was actually going into it. I know, like, for a fact, like sigil work. You just take a piece of paper and draw on some stuff and put it discreetly somewhere. Grandma ain't gonna see that, or carrying it on your person. She ain't gonna see that. It's in your pocket or in your purse or in your shoe. You know what I'm saying? Or protection rituals, that grandma ain't got to see, to manifest a shield of protection 24/7 as you go out about your day. Money rituals, love rituals, different little things you could do without burning a candle or having a whole setup in your house. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Are there any other type of manifestation techniques that you know of?
The sigil, that is great. A lot of people will use that. I'm so used to working with candles and incense as well. There's incense magic.
Mm-hmm.
I like to burn that money magic. I swear by this stuff, bro. I'm going to burn me some tonight. Call money.
Mm-hmm. Girl, talk about it. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to burn some of that tonight. I'm glad you mentioned that too, because I'm like, oh,
And it's Jupiter. Today is Thursday. The day of this recording, ladies and gentlemen, is July 15th, Thursday, 2021. And Thursday deals with money, payday, money. Jupiter Day. Jupiter deals with expansion and, gifts. He's the planet of jollity. He's the happy uncle that if you got good grades, he's giving you great gifts. So yeah, that's the energy, the Jupiter energy on Thursday. That's the day where you really want to do your manifestation work when it comes to Monday.
Okay, period. That's what I'm talking about.
Period. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for that. So, and you already shared, like, what are your favorite techniques? You said you're used to using candles, and I remember that was my religion for a minute until I got into E5. I mean, actually, before the candles, I was doing hoodoo work, and I didn't even know I was doing it. Doing hoodoo work, because I've seen my grandmother do it, and she was just so Christian, and no terms that was oriented to magic was used in the house, because magic is of the devil, all that hoodoo, voodoo, devilment. You're not going to do that up in my house. But she was doing hoodoo anyways. Different, like, little things that, let my grandma call it. It would be something like, oh, this is just old timer stuff, what they used to do. Not calling it magic, but this is just a little something to do to bring money into your life. My mom taught me that when you receive your money from the cashier at the store, that you fix the money in their face, not moving nowhere. You straighten the money up to where the faces are all facing the same direction, facing up, and you fold the money towards you, and then you put it in your pocket, but you receive it in your left hand. And I said, Mama, where you learned that from? She said, well, my mama taught me that. That's just old timey stuff. And I'm looking at her like, girl, don't you know you over there practicing some hoodoo?
Yeah. Exactly.
But they don't let me say that out loud, boy. I done got cussed out. So
Yeah. They were doing it, and then they were calling that stuff back then. That's what I remember them saying.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom, she taught her and her little cinnamon broom.
Yeah.
Had that cinnamon broom. My mom always got a new cinnamon broom every year. Hanging it, you know what I mean? I'm like, what is this, Mama? Oh, that's just for good luck and money and stuff. It's nothing.
Okay, witch, brooms, witch's own brooms, and here you go, got this witchy looking broom in here and talking about some, it's just for money and stuff. All right, ma'am.
Hanging straight on the wall when you walk inside the house where everybody can see it.
Right. I want to thank you Thank you for everything. Thank you for your transparency. Thank you for sharing your journey with us online. Thank you for your commitment in helping one soul at a time with your work, your magical work, your conjure. Thank you for your coven and what your coven does for the community. Thank you for being the first guest of the Me Middleton Show podcast. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this. And tell the audience if you got any links, websites, whatever that, and I'm gonna provide the link in the description of the podcast. But let everybody know how they could reach you, how they could shop at your website. Let them know.
Yes. So you guys can find my store. It is spiritualsuppliesandcandles.com. And I also do readings and I do spiritual work. There's a contact box there. So if you have any questions, you can message me there. Or if you go on my website, you'll probably see my email address where you can also contact me at highpriestesskathie@gmail.com if you have any questions or concerns. And that's basically what I've been doing there. I've been doing some acting and different things like that with BigOTV.com. Which has taken me on a different journey, but I'm enjoying the ride. And so if you guys are on Big O, I also have a YouTube channel as well called MsKathieASMR on there. So that's kind of what I've been doing lately. And a lot of my information is also just right there on my store, Spiritual Supplies and Candles.com. I am so honored to be a part of your podcast, and this is what I've been doing lately, and I know we have both been busy dolls.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah, I forgot to ask you. So what are you up to these days? And I remember you said you met Miss Phaedra from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the attorney out of Atlanta. She lives in Texas now. That you ran into her. Just all of these beautiful attractions coming to you. And you're acting now. So what else you got going on?
Yes. So I'm a paid host on BigOTV.com. I'm like an actress. I play games and do stuff like that, and do like different skits and things like that. I have like fan lotteries and different things like that. So it's real. People use their real money to like play these games and stuff, and so that's how I get paid with them. So I'm like a paid host. So I'm actually live streaming, and you can find me on there most of the time during the day, sometimes during the night as well. Just kind of look for me. But it's a lot of celebrities on the app. I've met a lot of different celebrities, Kiki Wyatt, Ray J. Actually, me and Ray J's cousin, we're really good friends on Big O, and we do business together. He has a lot of great music and stuff coming out. Oh gosh, who else? I've met Jason Lee from that was on Wild 'N Out. I've met so many different celebrities, and I wouldn't have ever thought that would happen to me. So it's like spirit kicked open another door. Like, where did this come from? I wasn't expecting it, but I've been really, really blessed with earning an income from there, and it's just set me on a different lifestyle here. So it's, yeah. And if it can happen to me, it can happen to you, anybody.
Ashe.
Yeah.
Ashe. Thank you so much. Thank you again for that. That is awesomeness. That is like super dope awesomeness. Your journey to what's going. I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the near future, in the far future. And I hope it just completely knock your socks off, girl. The best, the absolute best, and opulence to you. And again, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, sister. Same to you, and thank you so much for having me. Ashe, sister.
Did you enjoy? Ooh, I hope you did. Did you learn anything? I hope you gained a great wealth of information. Did this episode leave you with questions? I hope you got plenty of those too. Send your questions to memiddleton@gmail.com. You never know, your question just might be the next topic on the Me Middleton Show. What would you like to see on the Me Middleton Show? Do you have any suggestions? Send them over to memiddleton@gmail.com and I will be super happy to read your suggestions. If you're listening in on Podbean, Spotify, Google Podcast, or any other platform, please leave a comment. If you're listening in on YouTube, leave a comment, click on the like button, click subscribe, and click on the notification bell to be notified of all uploaded videos. Check out my website at www.helpbyevena.com. That's HelpByEvenah.com. View merchandise, get a consultation, and listen to all episodes of The Me Middleton Show. And remember, proper prior planning practically promotes persistent productivity and proud, pristine performances. Now, go practice your craft and perform. Until next time.